The high stakes of America's energy future. What Trump's policy means for costs and competition. America stands at a critical crossroads. Either diversify and expand our energy resources, or risk falling behind on multiple fronts. This involves not only competing with China in the AI sector, but also ensuring that Americans have affordable, reliable, and environmentally friendly energy as climate change challenges worsen. President Donald Trump's push for America's energy dominance has focused on accelerating natural gas and nuclear power development through executive orders. Unfortunately, obstacles like regulatory delays and supply chain constraints may keep these projects out of immediate reach. But here's where it gets controversial. Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill has created a scenario where investments in wind, solar, and battery storage face hurdles. This bill, finalized by Congress on July 3rd, has rolled back critical clean energy tax incentives. As a result, this move might diminish the capability of renewable energy projects to meet the escalating energy demands of data centers operated by major tech giants. And this is the part most people miss. The Republican focus on reducing clean energy subsidies aims to bolster fossil fuels while echoing the president's skepticism about wind and solar's inconsistent supply. Still, innovations in battery storage can mitigate such instability, and eliminating tax credits helps redirect federal spending. As expected, the clean energy sector is voicing strong objections. Abigail Ross Hopper, leader of the Solar Energy Industries Association, warns that this legislation will significantly raise electricity costs, shatter manufacturing plants, cost thousands of jobs, and compromise grid reliability. Energy dominance or energy abundance. The final bill calls for a swift phase-out of clean energy tax credits for projects that haven't broken ground by the end of 2027. Though projects starting by June 2026 are exempt. Originally, the Senate's language was less stringent, allowing projects until the end of 2027 to commence construction, a crucial difference for developers rushing to get their projects approved. This isn't just a setback for clean energy advocates. It could imperil the rapid increase in U.S. energy supplies. This translates to less power availability for growing technology and manufacturing demands, and an increased risk of power shortages and blackouts. Ari Matusiak, CEO of Rewiring America, stresses that reduced access to affordable energy will negatively affect global competitiveness and national resilience. With nearly 90% of last year's new U.S. power generation coming from renewables, this change signals significant challenges ahead. According to S&P Global, cutting deadlines to 2027 could result in at least 20% fewer clean energy projects over the next decade, a significant drop in capacity. Response from different groups diverges sharply. The push for energy abundance, embracing every type of energy for swift development, appeals to industry experts like the Edison Electric Institute, who argue for an all-inclusive energy approach that includes nuclear, natural gas, wind, and solar, along with newer technologies such as battery storage. The need for power is growing, with U.S. electricity demands projected to rise significantly. This comes as major tech firms like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft are investing billions in building data centers, amplifying the energy demand significantly. A single large data center can consume more power than an entire city, like New Orleans. John Ketchum, CEO of NextEra Energy, remarks that natural gas alone cannot fulfill the overwhelming demands for power in data centers up until 2030, especially considering the rising costs and limited production of gas-powered turbines. What happens next? The ongoing race within the renewable sector is pushing developers to start projects as quickly as possible to qualify for tax credits. The tighter the deadlines, the more frenetic this push becomes. Meanwhile, efforts to enhance fossil fuel capabilities and extend the life of existing gas and coal plants are under consideration, focusing on maximizing the usage of current resources during the transition. Though the end of tax credits doesn't mean the end for renewables, the cost of developing wind and solar technologies is rising. Larger companies with bigger budgets may weather these changes, but smaller developers may find their projects financially unviable. What do you think about America's energy strategy? Are we on the right path to maintaining global leadership, or are there better alternatives? Share your thoughts in the comments.